Talk Show.
Recorded live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Genesis Science Fiction Radio Show, a service of the BlackScienceFictionSociety.com website. Today is the September 6th, 2013 edition. My name is William Hayashi. I'll be your host for tonight. And our special guest is Rashida Phillips I'm just going to read off here, Afrofuturist Affair.
About me. And it says, my name is Lena J. May Hoskins Jackson. But in this case, the J is for my middle name, Janelle. This is the thing. I'm a full-time cartoonist, part-time columnist, self-published author, sporadic painter, occasional spoken word poet, devoted art teacher, round-the-clock friend, and I was born a diva. Now,
I'll tell you a quick story. One time some guy was hollering, hey, Bill, like from a block away, hollering at me, and I was thinking, why doesn't Bill answer him? And he was hollering at me. So
right.
I always want to make sure. I always want to make sure that I'm calling somebody what they want to be called. And so you're in LA right now. Let's get the preliminaries out of the way, because for those of you who just tuned in, we're going to have a shortened time with the guest. She's only here for about 40 minutes. So we're going to do kind of an accelerated version of the interview, and then I'll just do my stand-up act after that. Did you grow up in California, or are you a transplant, or what's the deal there?
I am a transplant. I grew up in Pennsylvania. After college, I lived in Baltimore, and something told me that I needed to be in LA because I wanted to write screenplays. And so I packed up my apartment. I packed 2 suitcases. I took a Greyhound bus for 3 days cross-country to California, and that was about 14 years ago.
good evening. This is the July 12th edition of the BSFS radio show, which is a public service of the BlackScienceFictionSociety.com group. So here we are this evening, and we are just gratified, thrilled to have with us this evening Turtle Only Society. I'm here this evening, Penelope Flynn, standing in for William Hayashi, primarily because William Hayashi is our guest this evening. Yay! What does that mean?
Well,
environmental?
they had a whole curriculum based around environmental sciences, sociology, psychology, about, the stewardship of the country, of the world.
Yeah.
One of those and made a contraption and hooked it to 2 bicycles and a generator, and we figured out how much, electrical power you could get for something like that. And I was thinking of putting a whole bunch of those in a bunch of prisons, and prisoners could ride their way to good health and rehabilitation. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry. Boo! Happy Halloween to everybody. This is the Genesis Science Fiction Radio Show, a service of the BlackScienceFictionSociety.com website. And this is our Halloween edition, because it just happens to fall on that day. Somebody else's dime.
And on somebody else's dime. So there I am, going through the physical. They take my blood pressure, and I'm thinking, oh, God. And it was high. And the guy said, well, I'm going to have you, relax a little bit. Go in this room, lay down on the table, and rest. So I do that. He comes back 15 minutes later, and the blood pressure's lower. And he said, well, it's still kind of high. And I said, well, I was talking to my wife, and he said, what? You're married? And I said, yeah. And he said, oh, no wonder. Pass.
Oh, see, that's cold.
My PhD. So I've been a Peace Corps volunteer in the South Pacific and Fiji. Mm-hmm. So I can speak some Fijian still. So I'll say a shout out to all my Fijian friends. Nisambula, Vakadavatiko, Vanakatiko. And then I also worked for NASA at Goddard Space Flight Center for 6 months between my master's and my PhD, working on Hubble Space Telescope images that were broken. It was before they actually fixed the Hubble Space Telescope.
So on behalf of, the Genesis Science Fiction Radio Show, and which is a service of the BlackScienceFictionSociety.com website, I want to thank everybody for showing up, everybody for listening. Please tell your friends. Please come back. We always have something. And check out the podcasts of the shows that you've missed. So on behalf of everybody associated with everything in the universe, I wish you all good night.